they roar away towards Henry's Corner and the promenade, it's Bob Brown in the lead from Bob McIntyre.
So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's David Willis. I was born in Northern Ireland, Belfast, Northern Ireland, in Malone Place Hospital on the 19th of July 1970. I was one of the last children to be born in Malone Place Hospital because unfortunately it was blown up about 4 weeks later as part of the Troubles. I had a great childhood. All my family were there. A lot of farms, a lot of fun, a lot of just running about, normal childhood from a big Protestant family. But we spent a lot of time at church. So I was in the Boys Brigade, in the Shell Club, youth people's groups and stuff. School was great. I went to the Methodist College Belfast. Rugby was the big thing there. So my youth was playing rugby and then going fishing and shooting with my grandfather, who was a gamekeeper. Then the good bit of the year, from about April through to September, was the bikes. It was all about the bikes.
Right, you want me to start it? You want to start it?
No, you start it. It's your right.
Aye, sound will come out. There's three ones there.
The bikes was great. My mum and dad, everybody in Northern Ireland's into motorbikes. We're not very good at an awful lot of things, but the bikes, we were good at it. All of the rest of the world would come to Northern Ireland because it's probably the only place, or it is the only place on the planet, apart from the Isle of Man, where you get the world's fastest motorcycle riders come with all of the big factories, all of Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, all would come to the wee province of Northern Ireland and basically take it over, and everything stopped when the bikes were there.
And as the 500 class races along the promenade and onto Coleraine, back to the start of the 350s, plus Bill Smith, a 500cc.
And these guys jump in these missiles and just ride them around B-roads. You watch it from the hedge, you watch it from a field. You'd get English riders, Scottish riders, Welsh riders, Americans, New Zealanders, Italians, Spanish. They would all come because they all wanted to do it. You can't get that anywhere else. Best thing about the bike races was that all the Troubles stopped because everybody was there watching them. So it was just the most cosmopolitan thing. We would get close, we'd be right up beside the rope. I mean, health and safety wasn't a thing. It still probably isn't a thing in it. You've been, so you know. But no, it was exciting. It was loud. It was noisy, smelly, just everything. It was the biggest buzz you could have. That wee guy there, Alistair Seeley, I was managing him at the time.
He's the one who's won the most Northwest.
He's won the most Northwest 200s.
And how do you think that's kind of carried through to you now?
Had a big impact on me. Obviously, we did leave in 1972 and went back in 1976, 77. It was at the height of the Troubles at the time, and it was a very difficult place to bring children up, so Mum and Dad took us away from that.
Audrey and I got married there in 1994, and that was when the Troubles was at its height. It was really bad. I mean, it was just after the Lochen Island assassinations. It was after the Sean Graham's bookmaker assassinations on Normal Road. It was really funky. But even it was home for me. When we went back home, it's not that you ignored that. You knew it was there and you took the relevant precautions. I look at it now in my 50s and think there was a lot of good things. But from a purely socio-economic point of view, having a health service, having, housing executives that could provide council housing and things like that was incredible.
But when we went back and I was a wee bit older, we'd gone to the bike races, for example, at Brands Hatch, because we lived in Kent, and it was good, but it just wasn't the same. So when we went back, it made you a wee bit more patriotic, because the Irish guys like, Joey and Robert Dunlop, Tommy Heron, these people, they didn't have the money that these guys had. It proved to me that if you're good at something, you can be the best. And as I got older and got into bikes, used to go to the race, and I kind of came out of it for a wee while. Now I got back into it, started helping a young Scottish rider, started off up here, and now I would say we're pretty involved in it. We've got a team, but always on that principle of, David can beat Goliath, you can take the big guys on, and that's what we're all about. We like annoying people and getting out there and proving people wrong, which is more about proving us right. because we know that that recipe works. So it has had a big influence on my life. And we've got good people. They're all in it for the right reasons. And yeah, really looking forward to the Northwest, because I think I'll go back with Johnny and, my brother and some other friends. It was always around about the time of my dad's birthday, so it was always a family holiday for us. We'd always go up to Portrush for it. You were really interested in it growing up. And when you look back at all those great memories of falling off scooters and all of the bits after the bike racing, lots of good memories.